Marauders of Dedham in your Norwood Mustangs. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Marauders. At forward, number 6, Ava Landry. And the other forward, number 8, Julie Cotto. And the other forward, number 17, Mary Stronach. On defense, number 7, Tess Park. And number 12, Elena Martin. And starting in the goal tonight for Dedham, number 33, Lily Zaka. The head coach of Dedham is Miss Christine Gerskis. And now the starting lineup for your Norwood Mustangs. Starting at forward, number 4, Mackenzie Conley. At forward, number 7, Emily Spadrosha. At the other forward, number 13, Molly Roach. Starting on defense tonight, number 21, Olivia Tucker. And number 23, Ava Hines. And starting between the pipes tonight, number 1, your goalie, Bernadette Tenori. Tonight is our 3rd annual Red Game to help raise awareness for heart disease and honor those affected by it. All donations collected tonight will be donated to the American Heart Association. Tonight, the Norwood girls are wearing red ribbons on their skates and red tape on their hockey sticks to show their support for those who suffered or are currently suffering from heart disease. Tonight, we remember Kevin Roach, loving father of his daughters Morgan and Molly, and his son Kevin. Kevin could always be found at the hockey rinks supporting his kids and cheering them on in his usual corner, which is decorated with red streamers here tonight. Please join us in a moment of silence to honor Kevin and those we hold close to our hearts who have suffered from heart disease. Thank you. Please remain standing, remove your hats as we honor America and those that serve to protect her with a playing of our national anthem.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Skating Club of Boston here in Norwood for the home opener for the girls as they kick off this TVL season as they take on Crosstown Marauders of Dedham. Joe Devingo, Mark Hoover here for the first game of the season for the girls, at least on NCM. Joe, what are you looking for tonight as they kick off their home season?
Looking for a good matchup, hopefully. Dedham and Norwood have always had a little bit of a hatred for each other, especially going back girls hockey for a long. I've been around girls hockey here in Norwood for a long time, and they've disliked each other ever since I can remember.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship between these two squads. They always play competitively, Joe. I know we can think back to prior playoffs that they've had, you know, that these two squads have played. Last season, Dedham lost to Norwood and tied Norwood, so they're gonna play fairly close. Norwood started their season off with a tough 4-2 loss to Hopkinton, while Dedham started their season with a win over Ashland Co-op. So Dedham 1-0. Norwood looking for its first win of the season here tonight. And as mentioned, we had a really nice presentation there to start things off in memory of Kevin Roach, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along, as the Mustangs in their home white sweaters will go here to your left, starting off things early. Quick little shot there as the Mustangs try to asserting some early zone time here.
I think Norwood's going to rely a lot on that first line for at least the beginning of the year.
Probably so. Yep. You know, Coach Coskren here. He's got some senior leadership. If you look at Rochi and Spidorsha, they're the two of the three forwards are seniors this year. Spidorsha gets a shot on there, and Zaka's able to gobble that one up. 14-26 here early on.
Yep. Good zone time to start.
Exactly.
Good cycle going, Rochi and Spidorsha. So see if they can keep that going. The trick is trying to get more lines rolling so you can keep them fresh throughout the whole entire game.
Yeah, that has always kind of sometimes been a problem. Like you play a shorter bench, and maybe those first two periods you're able to play competitively, but those legs can get kind of tired there by the third. So we'll see what Coach Coskren can do to kind of alleviate a little bit there, as Katie Malley will dump it in, protected up there on the point by Daniela Parise. This is going to come all the way back. Bletzer, the freshman. Defense will zip it up on the far wall there.
Dedham's not a very deep team either. I was talking to the coach before. Nice save by
terrific
Purdy.
save there.
Right off the bat.
And you can see that Riley Richardson there, number 5, had battled in there, almost trying to pick up that rebound off the leg save there. Tried to kept in by Marino, sophomore defender, and it gets it all the way down. No icing here as Mustangs will get the change and come back out with that first line again. You'd mentioned that, Joe, we might see certainly a lot of time for this first line. Might be running 2 lines to start.
Yeah, I think we definitely will.
I look across the way. It is kind of, in terms of how this goaltending situation. We know we've got Bernadette Tenori. She continues her dominance here in the crease for the Mustangs. But I look across the way, and it's kind of nice to see 2 goalies dressed there. So you've got a freshman in Leah, I think it's Gebby, who's a freshman, and then Cece, the junior. So it's kind of nice having a couple goalies in the pipeline for Coach Coskren and the girls team here.
Especially the girls programs, you have a hard time. You're only as good as your goaltender. I've seen a lot of teams throughout the years that are excellent but don't have the goalie, or teams that aren't very good but have a goalie that you just can't beat.
So some nice pressure here from the Marauders as Stronach pinches down in there to try to keep the play in deep, and she's able to do so. Battles with Roach. Roach and Stronach behind the net, pops out front up top here for Martin. Martin will take the shot, doesn't get all the way through, blocked away. As Hines comes away with it, the defensive rush. Shot on there as Zaka's able to turn that one to the side. Hines takes a quick little tumble. She'll have to clear the zone here. Cotto will dump it all the way in. I think we're going to have a little bit of noise off here to our right, Joe.
Got some of the
alumni back,
graduates.
I think. Yeah. So
they're here to support the Roach family,
which is very nice, and a lot of them are back from school as we get ready for the holiday break. Hopefully, they all did well on their exams and are able to go back and haven't gotten themselves into trouble their freshman or sophomore years, because I know that Morgan Roach, one of my all-time favorite players, is a sophomore this year up at UMass, and it's way quick as they all start to get older and older.
Yeah.
So Chavoy is able to keep that in, Chevery, from the defensive standpoint there, as Mustangs trying to regain some of that early zone time that they had. Nice pass there, but couldn't quite connect. Dedham taking a little bit of the play to the Mustangs here. Sharply off the board by Parisi. Nice job.
I was very impressed last year with, I'm trying to think of the names here, Parisi.
Yeah,
I mean,
as a freshman,
she played a lot. And she looked pretty comfortable, and she looks really comfortable right now. I think they're going to rely on her a lot this year. She's an excellent skater.
Yeah, you look at her, again, just a sophomore. Blitzer, the other freshman who's on their ice with her now, number 6, just a freshman. So some youth.
Right there.
Yeah, some youth there on the defensive standpoint, so that hopefully can kind of bode well. So Malley breaks it out here, gains the red line, will dump far side. Chase there by Michaela Brown. Dedham right back as Cotto got it up ahead to Stronach.
Notice that a couple of position changes too. I noticed Ava Hines is no longer a forward. She's moved back to defense, and she's changed her number just to try to confuse her. She was either 8 or 9 last year. I can never remember. But and then Conley was a defenseman last year, and she's up forward.
I suppose Coach Cochran, a nice block there. As Allie Mannering, the sophomore, is able to get in front of that, never gets all the way through. Good zone time here by the Marauders. Penalty coming up here.
Body check.
So Mustangs will go a man down here. And it looks like that's going to be Tucker.
Yeah, I think they're calling. I don't know if you signaled cross check or body check. Either way.
So Tucker goes at 9:46 for the 2 minutes. So we'll get a first look here at the Marauder power play, and we'll see what the Mustangs can do defensively here. Settled down nicely. Picked up by Marino. Marino looks, again, keeping to the outside. Dropped over to Drew LeBrec. Breck sends it all the way around. Nice job right there by Molly Roach to get that out. Spadorcia will chase back, make him go 200 feet. Roche steps in. And she's got to get back to help out here. Nice little look across the way as LeBrec picks it up. Oh, great little sweep there by Parisi. We talked about, again, her calmness, coolness there, Joe. Sophomore manning part of that defensive
she has been
PK.
all over the ice so far.
So Dedham will try to tee it back up here again. Stronach will try to get it in deep, not able to do so, but Marino keeps it in. They play against the near boards. Stronach goes around behind, tries to change it all the way back, but Parisi picks it up. Can't get it out to Marino. Marino dumps it back in. Held there by Cotto.
Oh.
Trying to walk in on this doorstep right there, but again, Tenori, Joe, strong to the task right there.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined with your box, but you can't let them walk out the short side like that out in front of the net.
So 38 seconds left in the man advantage. Puck up and out of play here with 8:21 left in the first, no score.
I think Birdie might have got a piece of that. Nice save with the blocker side.
So
Birdie's looking comfortable right now. Hate to jinx her. Not
I was just about to say, if anything happens, that's Joe Devingo.
Yeah.
So face-off will come to her right here, again, with 8:21 left in the first. Tries to win it back. Stronach turns. Mannering takes a quick little tumble. Stronach tries to get it, blocked up there, palmed down quickly by Landry. Can't get that through. Marauders able to keep it in with 17 seconds left on the man advantage. Blitzer, the freshman, tries to clear that out right in the middle, but also defensively. Nice job there by Ava Hines. 6 seconds left here as Mustangs close to cleaning it off, and they are able to do so.
Nice way up high off the boards.
Yeah. Calmly held back. Marauders bring it right back in. Stronach, no help there, is able to get it through. And Tenori's able to glove that one down to get the face-off. Nice kill there, Joe, early on there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looked good. Dedham had a few chances, but Birdie was there. Birdie's looking, again, looks confident.
So face-off will come off to her left as Chloe Herbert steps in, the freshman for Dedham, to take the face-off. Parisi tries to get it up and around.
Birdie's never been the biggest goalie.
Yeah.
She's definitely, I can't remember when she first started, she didn't even come up to the crossbar. She's filled out the net a little more.
Yeah, yep. It's not easy when that's the same.
Wow.
That's the same net that Swayman is occupying.
Yeah,
So
Swayman or
yeah,
just what's his name from the Tampa Bay Lightning was about 6'6".
yeah.
On his knees, he's covering the
He's
whole
still
entire
covering
net.
it. Yep. Nice D to D there, and Parisi up quickly to Spadorsha. Spadorsha looks to go all the way to the far side. Is able to see Conley. Conley tries to put it on the backhand. Yeah.
Get that puck deep.
1-on-3 here. Still with it is Richardson.
Another good stick. Parisi again.
Rochi taking a quick little twirl and trying to get herself back up on her skates.
Another block.
Yeah. Norwood
that
defense
one
doing
shook her
a
up a
nice
little bit.
job. Yeah, you could see she came up a little bit limping on that one. I think that might have been Tucker.
Yeah, it's Tucker.
Well, Spadorsha here gaining that red line. She's going to look to dump and change. Battle back but there by Ava Chevry.
Nice stick.
Sophomore, her sister, number 3, Elaine, is the senior. Up there to the near boards. Marauders able to poke it right back out, but Norwood regains possession. Cotto was able to see that one coming, intercepted for Dedham. Taylor Stronach here, number 17, strong skater so far tonight. Joe, I was watching her play, got a good sense of puck presence and is able to step in front.
Yeah.
You know, the senior captain there, so probably somebody to keep an eye on tonight.
She seems to have some fans in the Norwood alumni section too. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Well, we're not too far away from Dedham, so
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of these
played youth hockey together.
Yep.
I know a lot of the girls.
Yeah. So back up D, doesn't get all the way through, blocked again there.
Nice look there.
Wilson gets it over to Brown. Brown takes it wide, pumps on the brakes, tries to cycle it in deep. Looking for help there. I think that's Wilson. And again, the aforementioned Stronach comes out, is able to look right through there.
Nice. Good patience.
Tries to go up there on the far side. Can't quite connect.
Come on, move the puck. There you
Tape
go.
to tape, but Mustangs not able to kind of get any generated zone time, unlike Joe when they first started. That first minute or so, they had some great early time, but it's kind of been all Dedham
Yeah, sometimes
in the Norwood zone.
so even with a good kill, some penalty kill, sometimes it'll take that momentum away from you. Just got to get a couple of good shifts in a row. You got these lines out here now.
4:55 left here in the first as Mannering will step in for the Mustangs up against Chloe Herbert, the freshman.
Got to just get pucks in deep and get to work.
And Emily Mahoney, the senior, number 15, battles on that far side. Flipped out there a little bit too hard. That's going to be the ice there. And as Mannering, I think, was trying to send Flaherty away.
Yeah, quick shift there for the third line.
I'm sorry, that was Malley, yeah.
Give the first two lines a little bit of a breather, it looks like.
And I think that we talked about that. That's going to be important in not only today's game, but I think, the whole season,
Yeah,
right?
I
I mean,
mean,
this is a long season.
In girls hockey, you're not going to roll three lines. I mean, there's, Wellesley's back in the day, they could do stuff like that. But what you do is you just hope you get a good shift out of your third line.
2-on-1 situation here.
You try to get, you try to get 3 or 4 shifts out of that third line, or 2 or 3 shifts out of that third line every period, and then they just give them that extra bit. Because, the first line's not only going to be rolling every other shift, but they're going to be your number 1 penalty killers.
Yep.
They're going to be your number 1 power play. So they could end up playing out of a 45-minute game. They could end up playing 25 minutes.
D to D
That's
here.
much.
Parisi dumps it in. Picked up by Stronach. Stronach pumps on the brakes and tries to come the other way. Up on the boards up there to Cotto. Cotto takes a look. Nobody there as Parisi dumps it back in.
Going around net.
Ping pong here in the near board. Again, Parisi digs it out. Spadorsha's right there, but
There we
can't
go.
get it all the way through.
Interference. Dedham. Norwood power play.
Nice job there by Emily to draw that penalty as Parisi had dumped the puck in on net. And Martin will go for the 2-minute penalty as the Mustangs now will see their first power play of the game. There's 3:53 left here in the first. It's interesting, obviously, now that they have expanded a little while ago from 1:30 to 2 minutes for penalties. You really almost have to also rely on, maybe that second line, right? Because 2 minutes is a long time to roll out a top line. You used to be able to get away with it for 1:30, but that extra 30 seconds can kind of make the difference. So
something tells me we'll be seeing Emily Spadorcia for the majority of the 2 minutes.
You're probably right. Wouldn't be a shocker. So 1:51 left in the man advantage for the Mustangs. Marino brings it around behind. Spadorcia is able to intercept that, tries to keep it in with Michaela Brown there behind the net. Wilson takes a tumble. Dedham's able to clear this all the way out. Tucker brings it down, picked up there by Landry. She's able to get it over to Spadorcia. Landry,
another penalty.
That one was kind of that was an easy one. I don't think Spadorcia even needs to put the glove up to ask where the call was. That was pretty quick. Ava Landry, I'll give her some aggressiveness. She was certainly chasing the play down. She was quick on Tucker's heels as Olivia was coming behind the net and then zipped over and picked up Spadorcia, but got a little too over aggressive. So
yeah, you don't want to be taking a offensive zone penalty when you're already shorthanded.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I got to believe that head coach Gerskis is not going to be too pleased to find themselves in this situation, but a 5-on-3 for 1:21. Chance here for the Mustangs to settle it down. Nice shot there. It goes just a bit wide. Spadorcia will keep it up at the point. Drop down. Looking a nice give and go there. That can't get through. They whack away at whistle blows.
Good save. I'd like to see them move the points in. On a 5-on-3, you want to see the points a little bit close, a little bit towards the top of the face-off circles as opposed to spreading out so much.
Yeah, Tucker's
a little bit far back there. She's got to almost taking herself out of the play.
So Spadorcia will work behind. 1 minute left on Martin's penalty and 1:33 left on Landry's penalty. So the Mustangs will have the 2-man advantage for another 50 seconds. Working it outside here as Tucker moves in.
Good shot. Good tip. Good tip in front there. Good shot.
Some nice puck movement there by the Mustangs, but Zanka strong to the task there with 2:38 left here in the first. Still no score from the East Rink at the Skating Club of Austin for the home opener for the Norwood girls Mustangs team. The boys team won their opener against Dedham this past weekend, are traveling to Framingham tonight to take on Holliston for an 8 o'clock start.
Lovely trip on the middle of an afternoon.
That's right. Nothing better. Nice block there.
Driving through downtown Natick.
Spadorcia moving that puck around, keeps it low, tries to get it through. 30 seconds left. And that just pops out. So smartly there from Parisi to at least let the folks clear the zone. Nally will pick it up. Tries to get over to Molly Roach.
There you
and
go.
reestablish.
In the zone.
49 seconds left in the other penalty and only 7 seconds
now
left
walk
here.
that in. Nice shot.
Nice shot there. It's still loose. Strong play right there by Julie Cotto, is able to bring that down, and Dedham's able to kill off the first one, and Mustangs have 30 seconds left on a power play. Marino steps in, works herself across, looking for a short-handed bid.
Save right there by Birdie.
Tenori strong there. 1:36 left in the first. 20 seconds left in Landry's penalty.
Very timely save on that one. You needed. I mean, the short-handed, just killing off the 5-on-3. If they come and score short-handed, that could be it. This late in the period. There we go. Good face-off win.
Tucker takes it behind. Looks to get up onto the wing and is able to do so to Conley. Loses control as it pops in front. Wilson will get it. D to D behind the net. Pops off the stick there and bothered by Lebrecht. Mustangs trying to get going. Dedham has killed off a 5-on-3 with just about a minute left here in the first. Still no score. Mustangs had some good chances on the 5-on-3.
They did.
Nice little move there. Sharp by Wilson. Wilson will put that on the backhand and just kind of get it on net. Zaka will cover up with 52 seconds left.
Take an offensive zone face-off.
For sure. Get the change here. It's Coach Coskren in his 15th year. Coach Gerskis, I think, in her 12th year.
She's been around for a while. I mean,
yeah.
My daughter was a freshman in 2011, and she was the coach back then. So.
And you were what, in your early 20s at the time? Yeah.
Unbelievably had a 15-year-old daughter.
That's right. D here. Wound up there by Bletzer, but blocked, doesn't get all the way through. Looks like Richardson, or maybe that was Mahoney who took that one. Just gimpy a little bit on the skates. Dedham trying to work their way into the zone, but intercepted by the Mustangs. Cleared here, 26 seconds. Comes back the other way is Lila Bogey.
Nice play.
Good block again, doesn't get all the way through. Bodies start to fly all over the place. 9 seconds left here. Last chance, and that'll probably just about do it for the first period. 2, and that will do it.
That does it. Good.
Not a bad period for both squads,
Yeah,
Joe.
I
I mean,
so.
There was a nice strong start by the Mustangs there on that first shift, and kind of had to weather the storm as Dedham took, I thought, a fair amount of control, had their power play that the Mustangs were able to kill off, and then to Dedham's credit, they were able to knock away a 5-on-3. So we are scoreless after 1, but I think a nice start for both squads.
Yeah, both goalies up to the task in the first period, so we'll see if we can get it a crack.
So no score after 1. We will be right back with second period action. Back and get ready here for second period action. Joe, if you're Coach Coskren, what are you kind of saying to your teammates, to your players, between periods in terms of trying to get themselves on the board?
Just, they played well. Just keep it going, keep getting pucks to the net, and anything can happen. Anything thrown towards the net.
We got to get the we got the Twins coming through.
Yeah, exactly. Hello,
hey guys.
There. Any extra crackers for us?
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Darn it.
We got some future hockey folks there.
Yeah. No, but again, good period. They started off real strong with a good first shift, had a good penalty kill, and then the power play got them a little bit of momentum. Just hopefully they can just keep going. Both goalies, like I said, look really good, look really comfortable. Sometimes goalies don't look, they make the saves, but they don't look comfortable. I think both of them look like they're comfortable.
Right, right.
That's,
And if you're Dedham, what are you probably looking for? I think if anyone was carrying a little bit more of the play, it was Dedham during that first period.
They do. A lot of the shots are wide open shots, with nobody in front. You want to get pucks to the net. You want to get bodies in front of the goalie, take away their eyes, make them uncomfortable. Oh, here's a good start to the period.
Real quick movement there, and a great follow-up by Conley, but that's kind of how you want to start this. Spadorsha with that first rush.
Yeah, it's a good rush. I don't think, the way this Zaka looks tonight, I don't think she's going to get beat low. You got to test her hands. See if, because the pads seem to be working really well.
Yeah,
she covers up that bottom of the net.
She drops quickly and is able to get the those pads
she's always in the butterfly
in a good position. So Mustangs trying to pick up kind of as they did the start of the first period with some offensive zone time. Dedham tries to work it out, but a nice pinch there. There's something that floats a little high and a little wide by Tucker. Kept in nicely by Hines.
That's another good pinch.
Gets a little physical here on the near boards.
Yeah. One thing about girls hockey, there's no checking, but doesn't mean there's no contact.
I'll tell you, the growth of the sport there is Chevry tries to hop on the pass and it's just offsides, but the growth of the women's game has been incredible. If you think of, the Boston, what are they called now? The Fleet now. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's actually, if I looked at some of the merch that they have, that's a terrific logo. I went up to a couple games up at UMass Lowell last year, and I tell you, that is some terrific hockey.
It is. I mean,
and they draw big crowds.
A lot of times you couldn't even tell that the pace of the game is just unbelievable.
Yep.
Especially when you're there. In hockey, when you're there, it's just unbeatable.
Yep.
The pace that these people play at. And it's just like when you look at the highest levels of women's hockey, like college and into the Olympics and into the professional, the PWHL, that they've actually legalized a lot of contact. There's still no big open ice hits. They're not allowed, but like it used to be where you would just try to see how much the referee would let you get away with. And now if you watch like a Canada USA rivalry game, it's just that, I mean, that Hillary Knight, if she's so much bigger than everybody else on the ice, if she could have got away with this for her entire career, it would have been ugly for a lot of people.
Richardson here for Dedham. Waltzes all the way around, leaves it for Chevry, and she dumps it in deep. Richardson picks it up, tries to pop it in the middle.
Somewhere Angela Ruggiero is thinking, why couldn't I play like that when I was...
Look at you tossing out some names there. Yeah, that's impressive.
Like I said, I've been watching women's hockey for a long, long time.
That's why they pay him the big bucks.
Yeah.
Rochi in.
Good rush. There you go. Nice
Spadorsha follows, still loose.
Yeah. Looking a lot like that first shift in the first period. Just keep it going now. Oh, good. Get a look.
Tries to stick handle through, can't do so. Hines dumps it in deep. Conley gets bumped off the puck. Dropped up there for Mahoney. Comes back around. Well, Chevry picks it up.
Fortunately.
Backhand there goes wide by Conley. Blaney, the freshman, dumps in. Mustangs with some nice zone time here. 11:56 left here in our second period. Still no score. Mustangs trying to. Oh, that sneaks through.
Settle that, don't you?
That doesn't get all the way through, and again, Mahoney, that's the second block she's had tonight. And she's gingerly trying to get to the bench and is able to do so. Hines tries to go around, and the Mustangs dump it back in again. Brown chases with Conley picking it up. Off the skate there, comes all the way back, it's a race. Very strong. End-to-end action here is Dedham and Norwood both trying to establish some early control. Gets in the feet of Malley. As Tucker will pick up and settle down behind her own net. Looks to try to come up and out, able to do so, but just a little too far. As Martin picks up on the D. Squeezes ahead there for Stronach. She's bothered by two Mustangs.
That's good strategy.
Yep. So Park settles it down for the Marauders. And Wilson couldn't get out quick enough with 10:30 left here in the second. Some nice early action here by the Mustangs,
Definitely good. Definitely, they look good this period. I mean, Dedham's had the one shot down in the corner. That was not much of an angle. Rochi lost the foot race, but she definitely kept it to the outside, took away the shot. See, this is one
ref is tossing Lebrecht some sort of equipment issue, maybe a mouth guard.
Yeah, that's usually either that or a strap on the helmet, maybe. Looks like Coach Koskinen has set up one of his set plays. Let's see how this one works.
Oh, this is where they pull the wing way out. That was Malley way out here.
Sometimes what they try to do is they drive it around the boards and hope that she can get a step on the defenseman.
Poked up top as Bletzer tries to keep it in, gets so free here as Chevry goes off to the far side. Nice job there. Tenor with a blocker save. It was a nice setup there by Dedham.
Oh, got to get that out.
sure they just don't panic with the puck, have a purpose for it. Bill Nauman used to like to say, when you make the pass, have a purpose for it.
Yeah,
just don't take it and hi-ya.
Yeah,
and try to just, knock it out of the zone, because it winds up sometimes being intercepted and turned right back on you. And that was the case there, but Tenori's able to get the face off at 9:51.
There always seems to be that invisible, like 2-foot force field that's right inside the blue line. That's just that one little path you can't get it past. Every once in a while you get a shift like that.
Oh, nice look in front, but it's great stick. Stronach's shot was
nice block
deflected.
There.
Yep. Mustangs trying to break out here 2-on-2.
Turning defense into offense. Get to the net. Stick on the ice.
Spadorsha goes wide, tries the wraparound.
Good job.
Oh, the goalie lost.
Sorry,
yeah, I think, and you could see the ref. He did have his hands up. He lost sight of it.
I mean, in theory, the other referee should be letting them know. Because you can't see from that side. You just got to be yelling to them. But
we talked about Zaka and the pad work that she has, so that's going to be a tough play there as Spadorsha tries the wraparound. Up there, it looks maybe to deflect as Conley is trying to redirect Hines' shot. Little dipsy doodle there by Marino in the back. Looks to come up here on the near side. Intercepted. Mustangs go back the other way. Roche looking to get the line change there. I think she was a little gassed.
Yeah, Ava Hines has made the position switch here in her senior year, and she looks comfortable. She definitely looks like she's not afraid to go forward with the puck. Not afraid to step up.
Well, we saw Ava earlier in the game have a defensive rush.
Do a good job right there, keeping.
Chance Spadorsha is away, 3-on-2.
Get to the net again. Stick on the ice.
Puck never gets through.
Nice.
Spadorsha tries it in on the bad angle, tough angle.
Yeah.
That was a nice job by Emily Spadorsha.
It was really nice what she did. She came around instead of doing just a regular wraparound where you just try to shove the puck through the goalie's pads. She wrapped it around and then pulled back a little bit and made the goalie made the move and put it up over the top of her. That was really nice.
Yeah, you could see her kind of wait, right? She came around behind.
Yep. Like I said, a lot of times you'll just see them swing around the back of the net and try to jam that puck in there and hope something happens. She just kind of calmly just swung around, saw she had some time.
So
real heads up play.
That's a very smart play by the senior.
Yep.
Emily Spadorsha is able to crack through for the first one as the Mustangs take the 1-0 lead at 8:25 of the second period. Probably unassisted the way Spadorsha was working. She brought it around behind the net on her own.
Yeah, referees don't usually like to give up many assists.
Yeah.
So. I think
who needs those extra
there
points?
There should have been assists on that play, I think.
So Brown comes in on the backhand. She works all the way around, back up to the point to Bletzer. That doesn't get through, but nice job by the freshman to keep the play alive in the Dedham zone.
Norwood still have Matt Brown's number 3 on their jerseys.
Yes, they do. Yeah, I think they do.
I remember one year, Jess Keller was wearing number 3 for the girls' team, and she got like 3 assists in one game that she didn't play.
Yeah,
because every time the referee would look, he'd see the 3. Up, 3 got an assist.
3.
Like, oops.
Yep. I think Morgan, Jenna Nauman had 3 for a little while too. I think she did. Yeah. So. But she had. Did
Jenna Nauman have 3 for a little while? She's not listening to us.
She's not listening to us.
Right there.
Okay, we'll have to get her between the second and third period. Oh, there she is. Did you wear 3?
Did you get any extra points because everybody had 3 on their jersey?
So we were talking about some alumni that are back and hockey players. I know that Nauman is down at Maryland.
Cruz,
I think she's playing for the club team down in Maryland. C&I tries to get through all the way there. Is Hines a nice shot. Zanka's able to gobble that one up. So 7:15 left here in the second. The Mustangs with a 1-0 lead on Emily Spadorsha's goal.
Definitely carried the play this period.
For sure.
That's a dangerous pass. Be careful of that one.
Nice Nice job on the backhand to keep that in. Got to be careful. You got a couple of Dedham forwards floating out here. Mustangs do a great job of keeping it in. Dedham trying to wind up. A blind pass there as the Mustangs recover and dump it back in. 6:44 now here to play in the second.
Good job. You just get the pucks in behind the D, make them turn, and then simple. Just work behind the net and throw the puck to the front, and anything can happen.
Marino comes away with it. Goes wide.
Close.
Nice job by Bletzer to keep her outside, and then swooped in by her defensive partner to help out. Chevrolet keeps it in, sits there in front of the crease. No Dedham there to pick it up.
There you go, chip and chase, go with it. Oh, Emily, take that puck, go.
Emily at the end of the shift here, if you get that puck across, oh. Nice look as Wilson was diving in. Up top.
Everybody's slap shot happy today.
Bletzer not afraid to show a little bit of the force from up top. Norwood settling down in the Dedham zone. Brown on the backhand, continuing to burn some clock here in the second. Brown doing some nice work here single-handedly with some great look. Puck on.
Oh, nice idea. Good play. Rebounds.
Bletzer battles with Landry. Terrific job by the Mustangs. Great zone time here. Backhanded back in by Parisi. This will go all the way for the icing.
This is an icing.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Cochran will be able to get some fresh legs out with 5:08 here in the second. Mustangs with a 1-0 lead. That was a nice shift for the Mustangs. They've had some sustained pressure here in the second.
Looks like Coach Cochran is waiting to see. He wants to match up a line or something. There we go. Got the third line. Give them a quick shift. See if they can get some momentum going.
So you got Flaherty on the
like Malley at
wing. Along with Mannering.
And
who's there on that far side?
19, Malley.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
So a young squad there with freshmen and some sophomores. And you've got some Tucker and Hines on D, so you're hoping that, again, maybe this third line here can give you just a few minutes. Work back up this way as Mustangs dump it back in. Chase there on the far side by Malley. Malley does a great job to keep that in deep.
Takes the hit to make a play.
That's still kept in nicely. Another slap shot.
Yeah.
Get somebody in front, you might be able to tip something like that, but some strong work there by Hines to keep it alive. Chase down there by Malley. Malley tries to get back up to the defense, able to do so. Tucker keeps it alive. This is a terrific job here by this.
Great shift by the third line.
This line here. This is exactly what Coach Cochran was looking for.
Oh, careful.
You got to be
nice
good recovery by Hines, because that could have been a little troubling with the changing of your forwards.
I always like to say nice fake.
I meant to do that.
Yeah, that's offside.
Or icing.
Yeah, it was icing,
Yeah.
but she wasn't completely on the bench there, so either way.
So a perfect situation. Cochran gets exactly what he needs from that line. So Molly Roach, one of the senior captains, steps in for the face-off here. Back up top for Parisi. Comes across to the near side to Richardson. Richardson bothered nicely by Roach. Danielle is able to pick up the loose puck, flings it high, no ice. As Chevry gets it on the backhand up here. Bletzer over to Parisi. She looks to come to the middle. Nice little look right there.
get that.
Yeah, Roach has
shoot
got
that
Conley on the backhand.
puck. Rather see her shoot that puck from that, like inside that triangle there, and just have Conley go to the net for the rebound.
And for the most part, Zaka has, while she's been extremely solid tending-wise, there have been some rebounds off of the pads. So the opportunities will be there with 3:02 left here in the first. Left here in the second. 1-0. Your Mustangs on Spadorsha's goal at 8:25. Face off to Zaka's left. Picked up there by Landry. Ooh. Tries to sneak it all the way through. Zaka's able to turn it to the side. Brown picks it up. Quick out, but not in. As away comes Stronach, who's been kind of quiet here this second period. Haven't heard a lot from her, and again, probably just jinxed it. But up top by Park.
There we go.
2:30 left. 3-on-3 as they come back this way. Turned aside by Zaka. Into the corner goes Malley. Picked up on the far side to the far wall. Dedham trying to gain control and able to do so as Landry comes away with it here. Gains the red line. Got a 3-on-2. She'll take that shot. Sonori is able to glove it down. Can't quite control it, but no harm there. Malley gets it, comes straight through the middle. Spadorsha couldn't quite get the handle on it. Wilson will dump it in deep and step off for the change.
Oh, just out of the reach.
Comes here to the near side to Landry. Landry gains the blue line, swept away nicely there by Bletzer. Great play by the freshman defenseman. And 1:35 left in the second. Mustangs holding on to that 1-0 lead. Dedham looking for the equalizer here. Cross ice, nice little pass there. High and up over the net. As Marino was trying to find a tying goal there, wasn't able to do so. She's able to block it down and kind of come back this way. Nice puck there so you can get to it first. Battle between the 13s as Roach and Marino work together. Coming away here, under a minute left. As Cotto will try to dip the shoulder, but Bletzer's not giving her anything.
Bletzer's had a strong game, freshman.
For sure.
First Dedham Norwood game for anybody. Always a fun one.
Dedham does a nice job of keeping it in here with 38 seconds left. Roach will try to burn some time. Can't do so right out front, but the defender is there. Spadorsha picks it up.
They definitely have a young decor, and I think they've all looked solid. I mean, all four of them have played good minutes. I mean, Hines is a senior, but she's new to defense, so you can call her young too.
Final 12 seconds.
There you go. Get that puck deep. There you go.
Able to do so. Down here to the final 5 seconds.
Beat that puck.
That is going to do it for the second period. So Spadorsha scores at 8:25. The only goal of the second, but some terrific work there, Joe, by the Mustangs during that period.
I mean, I think they dominated. They controlled the play for the entire period. I mean, Dedham might have had 3 or 4, unofficially 3 or 4 shots on net that whole period. Norwood spent most of the time down there in the offensive zone. So you just get pucks in deep. That's how you do it. You get the pucks in deep, and you get behind the defense, and you just work back there. The defensemen aren't comfortable with pucks behind them. You know, keep the game. Hockey's not a complex game. It can be very, very simple.
Unless you play old man hockey, and then
old man hockey
it's
is
incredibly
complex.
Incredibly complicated. So, but enough of that. After 2 periods of play here from the East Rink at the Skating Club of Boston, the score is your Mustangs 1 and Dedham 0. We will be back with third period action right after this. All right, well, here ready to start that final frame. A big goal by Emily Spadorsha in the second to give the Mustangs that 1-0 lead. What do the Mustangs got to do, Joe, to kind of finish this one out here in these last 15?
More like they did in the second period. I mean, that was a good period, really good period for Norwood. Talking to some of the people in the stands, I think they all agreed. Mike Maloof is here. because he can't get enough of this place. He was saying the same thing. He said he thought they looked really good in the second period. So if they can continue that, you know, get in front of Dedham shots, take away all the good opportunities, and watch out for 17. Is there?
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree. I mean, the Mustangs really came out strong in that second and kind of controlled everything. As Emily Spidorsh is trying to make sure she's getting herself on camera. She gets tangled up there with Cotto. And in the interim, you had mentioned Stronach, who was kind of quiet in that second period. And I think Dedham's going to rely on her to step things up here as she gets that first shot off.
Just keep it on the outside, you know. Make it easier for Birdie to see the shots.
It's a game of momentum sometimes, and you have to make sure you can ride those waves as they go back and forth. And so the Mustangs try to establish some control here in the third period, while Dedham certainly is going to look to do the same, down one, but pickpocketed nicely by Spidorsha. Goes wide, and again, Zaka with a strong pad save there.
Getting shots to the net. 1-on-2. I mean, she's going 1-on-2, goes out wide, gets a nice quick wrist shot, and gets an offensive zone face-off. Got a line change and get some fresh legs out there. Keep the shift short. You know, when you're in the period, when you're leading a game in the third, you want to just kind of quick shift, quick shift.
Terrific. Terrific misdirection there off the shot from the point.
Yeah, that was good.
Kudos to Zaka there to stay with it. So first minute here of the third period. Mustangs trying to continue the momentum that they had in the second. Carry it over here to the final frame. Top of the face-off circle. Bounces around. Bletzer's able to keep in. Back up top to her again.
There you go. No chances. Just get pucks in deep.
Good little forecheck by the Mustangs, making Dedham go all 200 feet. Great work there by Malley and Wilson on that far side.
There you go.
Smart play to get it up to the point. Mustangs with some nice zone time here as Dedham still cannot get it out as they got caught up in the skates of Richardson. Now she's able to get a handle on it and get a quick little change for Dedham. Paris goes far side, but it's intercepted there by Tess Park, the senior captain. Dumped in. Mustangs will get the change with 12:58 left here in the third. Nifty little move there by Park to get over to Cotto, but a little bit too strong, and the ice will bring it all the way back. It was nice between periods. I managed to kind of saw you also, you know, schmoozing with the crowd, but I got a chance to catch up with Morgan Roach, older sister of Molly Roach, who is one of the senior captains for the team. Morgan mentioned, you know, a sophomore over at UMass. Asked her what she was going to be up to, and now that she's got 12 months of time off, it seems like these Christmas breaks get longer and longer. But if anyone's out there, she's looking for some hockey to play. So I was going to invite her to old man hockey, but we wouldn't be able to keep up with her, so I told her it wasn't available.
Yeah.
Don't need that nonsense.
Too many skaters.
Too many skaters, sorry. But nice to see her, and saw Rick Parkinson, whose daughter also played here. She's a junior up at UNH, and they're all back for the holidays. So good crowd.
We could get Rick to come out and play with us. He probably has no metal left on the blades of his skates.
Perfect. He'd fit right in.
His skates are older than three. Like take three of these kids on the ice, add them together. His skates are older than that.
So Stronach 1-on-3 in the corner. Mustangs
look.
coming away with it. Takes an unfortunate bounce. Stronach sitting on top of the puck there. Still can't quite get this out. This could be dangerous. Fortunately, takes it a bounce, and Conley comes away with it.
That had one of that shift there in the defensive zone had a bad omen.
It did. A bounce here and there. Martin gives Conley a little shove as they start to battle in that corner. Oh, that comes up strong.
He's taking
both of them, yeah. Kind of diffuse the situation there. You could see that was getting a little testy.
I guess Conley decided she wanted to go after the biggest kid on the other,
right.
the biggest girl on the other team.
So Martin and Conley will get matching here at 11:34, but you could see that one start to escalate, and Emily Spadorcia dove in to give a little help and a little how do you do, and so we'll stay 5-on-5. As Wilson sits in for the face-off here, she goes up against Stronach. Stronach wins it back to Cotto. Right up here as Landry comes around. But a nice job by Hines to get down to it.
Yeah, it's a good job putting her body in between the puck and the Dedham player.
Trying to get a handle on it, unable to do so.
There you go. Look up.
Looks comes here to the near side. Spadorcia gets around Monero.
That was a good play by Monero. One-on-one. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Beautiful.
perfect. It bounces in front. That's a
great
big
pass.
goal. Terrific job by Wilson. That started with Spadorcia. She was able to get in and pass Marino.
That's what you do. You get pucks in
Yep.
deep. They work behind the net on the forecheck and get the puck to the front of the net. Norwood's always they've had a presence in front of the net today. Had a lot of good chances down low. Good goal. I think this is Norwood's second game. I believe that's definitely her first. Definitely the first of the year for Wilson, because I think Emily Spadorcia had the first 3 goals of the year. So, and that's big. I mean, getting balanced scoring is it's a big thing. You know, having the third line play well, but also getting some offense from the second line. It's a good formula.
So we'll see how the Marauders respond here. Now down 2 with 10:38 left in the third.
Another good play by Blitzer.
Coach Gerskis has got to get her team to put one in here to make this a contest, and just like that, shot in. We'll see what kind of focus the Marauders are able to do now and respond to the second goal there by Wilson. Understand as you know, we're live today on NCM, broadcasting around, and I understand Coach Gerkis' mom is watching today. She wanted to say hi, Mom, so make sure we would pass that along to her.
Don't forget Allie Mannering's
Mannering,
grandma is
yep,
working. I
yep.
don't know, I'm sure. Sorry if she called Nana or Grandma. We did talk to her son Bob, and he told us my mom's home watching. So hello to Mrs. Mannering also.
Let her know that her son is behaving. So,
Yes,
yep.
he's doing.
So the penalties have expired for both players. They'll have to wait to the whistle. At 9:28, Blitzer gets it in, but the Mustangs will have to clear the zone, and they do. Terrific job there by Katie Malling.
Yeah, she's stepping in, playing that right wing on the first line because Connolly's in the penalty box. She's had a couple of good shifts with this line.
Far side pass, nice job there as Landry's able to get it. Steps towards the middle, looks to pick up Cotto. Just ahead of her a little bit, Cotto wheels and sends it back in deep as Stronach goes after it.
Judging by the crowd, apparently Ava Landry has a big cheering section.
I've heard her name a couple of times. I wasn't sure if it was for Ava Hines or,
yeah, exactly.
or Ava Landry. Either way, both good, solid players for both squads. Dedham trying to exert some offensive zone time. As 6v6, Landry and Blitzer battle in the far corner. Steps out front. That's a terrific job there by Landry as she came out of the corner, got it to Stronach sitting down right in front. And we asked how the Marauders might respond, and just about less than 2.5 minutes later, they are able to get on the board.
Landry did a good job winning that battle on the boards down the right wing, took the puck down behind the net and was able to find a small space. Stronach was standing, and Stronach with a good finish.
So they always say that most dangerous lead in all of sports is the 2-goal lead. Well, what's nice is that is now gone. So Mustangs on Wilson's goal still hold the 2-1 lead. But Stronach.
Big thing you got to do is you got to keep the pedal to the metal, I guess they'd say. You gotta get some good shifts going. You can't sit back and try to protect the lead in the third period.
Exactly. You don't want to go into any sort of shell. So Stronach on the far side with Conley. Roach gets into the mix as well. Up off the near boards. Terrific job there by Conley to try to get it out, and she's able to do so. She got Spadorsha. Dumps it in. Spadorsha's going to chase as it comes around, but Marino beats her to it. On the backhand comes up to Cotto. Cotto with a head up, looks far side. Nice little pass there, is able to get it. Landry, who had the assist, got Stronach again. She can't do it. No call there. She just kind of, just kind of loses an edge. Spadorsha on the backhand will get the line change at 7:13 left in the third. Sharply up on ahead to Cotto, but she looks to center it to nobody.
Make a play. I like it. Another shift for the third line.
This is a big shift for this line here. Again, third period with a 1-goal lead. So Coach Coskren putting some faith in this line, and we'll see what they can do. I think it's probably third line on third line is Blaney and Bogey are out for Dedham. So both coaches trying to rest up those first two lines for probably the last 5-minute rush on both ends.
The Ford one, F-150 Final Five. Do we not have that sponsor?
I don't think we don't have that sponsor yet. We're working on that.
I feel like I see that at most hockey games. There we go. No icing.
Terrific job by Park, though, to lift the stick as it comes all the way down. 6 minutes left in the third. That should be icing. That'll come all the way back. So a little breather here. Coach Coskren and Coach Gerskis will make the respective changes.
Second line out now, well rested. That's an extended rest for the first line too.
So we'll see what goes here as Wilson steps in for the Mustangs on the faceoff.
Been strong from the faceoff dot today. Let's see if we can win one here.
One back and the Marauders control. Marino tries to get up front, bounces around.
Again, bodies in front, pucks in front.
Richardson with a nice move, gets it here to the near side to Lebrecq. She's bothered by Tucker as they go into the corner. Lebrecq comes out on top from Marino. Marino sends it through, never gets all the way there. Great job to keep that in defensively. 5:30 left here. Tucker tries to come on the backhands, able to do so.
3-on-2.
Gets it on up to Tuck. I'm sorry, that's Brown. So Brown looking, trying to get Wilson to dive to the net. Gets bumped down, but she's going to need to get back up.
Another icing.
Nice ice here. We'll get all the way through, and it does. I was kind of fortunate there because, again, Michaela Brown had gone down in the corner and was a little slow getting up, and if that had not been icing, it would have taken a little time for her to get back in the play, giving them Marauders a potential 5-on-4.
Yeah,
the icing helped.
Good play. And was it Moreno in the corner? Was that 13?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good job by her. Win that one-on-one battle, and just unfortunately couldn't connect with the pass.
Dedham wins the draw again. And quickly out here, you can hear the cheers for Ava.
She's got a fan club.
She really does.
She's a good little hockey player. She's a sophomore. She's all around. She's kind of a pest. I can say that. Hockey, that's a good term.
That's a good
in
term.
hockey.
That's a good term.
Brad Marchand make it into a good thing.
Mustangs able to clear the zone, but Dedham right back at it.
See, this is what
Stronach, the goal scorer.
Coming through the center. You don't want them coming through the middle of the ice with speed. It's tough to contend.
Cotto puts it on net. Back up top for Park.
Ooh.
Oh, I had Cotto right there on the back post.
There you go.
Conley trying to get it out.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, they're gonna call her for that. I think from way over here you could see.
They called holding.
What he called a hold?
I saw a cross.
I
check.
saw-
I don't know who
that's
he's
what I
calling
said,
holding
yeah.
on.
Oh.
Interesting.
Let's see who's going towards the. Whoa!
That's
Hey,
Dedham.
we'll take
Okay.
that. Good call.
Maybe that's what it was.
That's maybe
She-
yeah. Maybe
That's why she cross-checked him. Because she
Yep.
was holding onto her stick.
Yep. So that's a big call right there.
2-minute power play. Let's go.
And so that puts, I think, Tess Parker in the box.
Captain.
2 minutes here with 4:17 left in the third. So a big moment here for the Mustangs. Big for Dedham to kill this one off and even probably look for a shorty.
Somebody's got to give her an option. She doesn't have an option right now.
Tucker dumps it in deep. Just under 4 minutes now in the third. Working out of the
That's a good
corner.
look.
Tries to find it in front.
Got to be careful on power plays. You don't want to be
Yep.
missing the net like that. Give the other team a breakout. Oh, here comes the Twins again.
Here comes our future co-stars. They've had enough of hockey for tonight. So we'll catch them on the next game.
Good job. Good job by Tucker there. There you go. Good hands. Nice.
Oh, and then the
Beautiful.
terrific
What
goal.
a nice job. I mean, getting offense out of the
yes.
second line, you got to love it.
That is
Get
a
both
huge
lines
goal for
going.
Wilson.
That's a nice move. Little curl and drag there around the defenseman and got a nice shot. Took her head up. You know, she had her head up looking the whole entire way and just found that spot just above the blocker. A beautiful finish.
Power play
Nice
goal
goal.
for the Mustangs. Makes
job,
it
though.
3-1.
Good job by Brown along the boards too. Michaela Brown winning the puck along to move it up the boards.
And a solid shot too.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, Joe, you had mentioned that you really didn't think that Zaka was going to get beat low today.
Nope.
Everything, she's strong with those pads and how quickly she's able to drop down and take away anything low. The goals today have
pick up your
been
stick.
that up high stuff.
Yeah. I'd rather see Molly Roach go to the bench and get a new stick instead of skating all the way behind the net to pick up a first. Now she's finally back in the play.
Well, she was kind of maybe hoping for that, that breakout.
Yeah. I know it's not like the NHL where they have like 70 sticks on the bench, but I'm sure somebody could give her one.
So just about 2:30 left in the third.
I haven't given an old man reference yet, but it was kind of like Charlie Brown on Thanksgiving, trying to kick the football. That stick went flying into the corner. Our first real old man reference.
There
of the
you
day.
go. Right. Still a classic.
Yep.
Still a classic.
It is a brilliant one. Yeah.
All right. So final push here for both squads.
Keep an eye on Dedham's goalie. They might be pulling the goalie soon.
Nice defensive work by Bletzer. Just trying to burn some time off the clock. Pinning that puck up against the board with 2:10 left in the third. Left there for Martin. Martin all the way over to the far side. Tries to zip it back into the middle of the Stronach. Is unable to corral it. Great job there by Wilson to just
Wilson's
backhand it, get it out.
#1 star.
For
She's
sure.
been for this in
Yep.
this game.
Under 2 minutes now. Again, yeah, we'll keep an eye here on the left. I don't see any coaching staff even looking at
No.
Zaka, so I think they're going to kind of leave her there, at least for right now. 1:40 left. Mustangs to do well to just kind of get this out.
There you
And
go.
get it.
That's
You
a
could
nice
hear
play.
Coach Carscon saying, just
Hat-trick
get it
there.
in
Penalty
deep,
shot.
traffic, and a penalty.
Oh, Michaela Brown almost with the finish there.
Yeah, we talked about no love lost between these two squads. The trip here. Terrific work.
Good work by Malley. Good job by Michaela Brown to get the pass to the middle.
Yeah, it was interesting as Brown cross the blue line here, you could hear Koshner across the way just going, just get it in deep.
Yeah.
And instead she puts it towards the middle. And great work to be able to draw the penalty. So Park goes again now for the trip at
Another
119
one-time
left.
slap shot.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of that. I have to be honest with you. I feel like if I'm the coach, I would talk to her about that one. Nice job.
Tenori strong.
I feel like 1 minute left in a 2-goal game, you don't really want an odd man rush on when you're killing a penalty. I'm sorry, when you're on a power play.
Power play. Yeah, the smarter play again. It's easy to say from this end is just to put that deep into the corner.
Yeah, there you go, like this one
like
here. You're 1 on 3. Get
yeah.
it deep. It's not a traditional power play right at this point.
Yep. So just keep that puck moving. There 53 seconds left here in the game. Mustangs with 2 goals.
You can probably tell it's not really a traditional power play right now because Emily Spadosh was not on the ice. But just, 30 seconds, kill it. Let's go.
Get it in deep. Nice work there to pinch.
Now she's on the ice. Okay.
Smart. And burning a little bit more time.
Offside.
Trying to kill a little time, but again, at some juncture, get it to that far corner, right?
Gain the line.
Yep.
I interrupted your game recap.
No, I wasn't quite sure. I'm just saying, 2 from Wilson here in the third, bracketed around Stronach's goal that had made it 2-1, and Wilson answered to make it our current 3-1.
I feel like, really good team defensive effort here by Norwood. They've won a lot of, the forwards have helped out the D by getting pucks out of the zone when they move pucks up the boards, which is a big one. Had a lot of block shots, a lot of sticks in passing lanes. Really
that's going to do it. So Mustangs come in here and get the first win of the season, a very impressive 3-1 win over Dedham, who's all, is a very strong team as well.
Yeah,
they've got some very good skaters.
Records don't matter when you play Dedham.
Right.
Yep. Especially in girls hockey, especially when you play Dedham, the records don't matter whatsoever. If you're beating Dedham.
Yeah, well, we look at
one heck of a job.
Yeah, the Dedham women's team last year was 14-5-2.
Yep.
And the Norwood girls were 7-13-1. But again, we had the 1 win in the tie, against Dedham. So like you said, they were, I think Dedham was a higher seed last year in the tournament. They got bumped out in a kind of a big shocker in a double overtime loss to Martha's Vineyard in the first round. So, like you said, though, on paper, that just doesn't matter when you play the squad. And Norwood has done a nice job in the past couple of years against this Dedham squad, and they were able to continue it tonight. But you're right, Joe. I think defensively, this evening, a fantastic job. Obviously, starts between the pipes and works its way out. But you've got some young defensemen who played extremely well. You look at Bletzer, for example, just a freshman, really held her own. Not only on the PK, but on the power play as well. Coach Koskinen is putting her out in critical times, and she's responding, quite well here in the early season. So
Parise also was a good contributor as a freshman. Now she steps up and has to be, a number 1 defenseman.
Oh, for sure.
She looked solid, looked real strong out there today. The other pairing, Hines and Tucker, looked really good today. I wish she'd get rid of that one-time slap shot, but besides that,
the Spadorsh is
not
on their
much
way
to
by.
complain about.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's always nice. Well, what a terrific way to start the home season here on the evening where we're remembering Kevin Roach.
Yes.
And what a fantastic fan he was, and terrific kids.
There aren't too many people in the town of Norwood who haven't had, don't know Kevin Roach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to say. Great guy, great family.
Yep. And I know that they had. One of the things that they did today was, I don't know if you can see in the far corner, they put some red streamers out there because that's where Kevin used to stand to watch his kids. His son right now, like I said, is getting ready to take on I think it's Bellingham today,
got a
or
big game
Holliston.
tonight.
I think they're got a game tonight. And he's a strong part of that Norwood boys program. So hockey runs deep in this Roach family here in Norwood. But a terrific job tonight. Mr. Lovell was on our camera tonight, back from school, showing us how it's done, getting all the action for us tonight. Jack Tolman was here early on, setting everything up for us and finding the music stands, making sure no one had taken them during the off season. So we are back and we are ready to go here for the 24-25 hockey season. Girls and boys will have plenty of games this winter. So looking forward to it, Joe. A terrific way for the Mustangs to start tonight.
Certainly was. Certainly was.
So your final here from the Skating Club of Boston in the East Rink. Once again, your Mustangs 3 and Dedham 1. For Joe Devingo, I'm Mark Hoover. Thanks so very much for joining us tonight. Have a great evening.